Communicator Project 6, which is vocal variety, and in this case I'm going to ask Janet to read out the objectives.
To use voice, volume, pitch, rate, and quality to reflect and add meaning and interest to your message. Use pauses to enhance your message, and use vocal variety smoothly and naturally.
Thanks. The title of Ev's speech is Returning Home, where she is going to inform us about the situation that arises after a relaxing vacation. It was time to return back to reality. She's going to share with us her trials and tribulations and the lessons she learned on returning home. Please help me welcome Ev and Returning Home.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning and no sleep. And we were on our way back to Canada. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and our guests, you would think after relaxing on the sunny, warm beaches of Mexico that we would be ready to go home. Innocent little me thought, wow, I'm going to take some of this pure white sand and take it home and decorate with it. I took a little plastic bag. 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm putting sand in this, and I wrapped it up all neat and put it in my luggage. Leaves this punch thinking nobody's going to see it. When we get to the airport in Mexico, they choose whose suitcase they'll look at. And it could be yours. It could be yours. In this case, it was mine. And I'm sitting here. Please don't find it. Please don't find it. I'm sure if you had seen me, even though I was guilty, sure enough, opens the suitcase, looks inside, and I went, it's sand from the beach. I'll put it back. He looked at me and went, puts it all back. We board the plane. Whew. Hurdle number 1. We get on the plane and we're like, oh, no sleep. We can sleep all the way there until they said, do you realize we only have 1/2 hour from the time our plane leaves and our next one departs? We can do it. And then the stewardess said, you have to clear customs. You have to go through these long lineups, and you will never, ever make it in 1/2 hour. As stewardesses, it takes us longer, and you have luggage. Persistence. The lady in charge said, no, 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 they told us we had time. We didn't. We frantically made plans. Well, if you get to Seattle, you get a room and we'll meet up with you. If we have to stay in Houston, we'll find something in Houston. This was not how it was supposed to happen. We landed in Houston, and it was nice and warm and sunny in Mexico. It wasn't in Houston. It was slightly chilly. There was white stuff on the ground. Oh, bad sign. But to our amazement, the stewardess had phoned ahead. And waiting at the plane for us were 2 wheelchairs, of which we piled 2 people on with all of our luggage on top of them. And we raced through the airport. Now you could imagine 6 women, 2 in a wheelchair holding luggage for 6 people, racing through an airport where people are like, where are they going? They were in a hurry. We got to customs. We're like, they opened a special lane just for us. We go through, they stamp everything, we zip up to the other one. One piece of luggage didn't get tagged. Back down with one person this time and luggage. Well, we did at the top, going, no, not gonna make it. They finally come up, and this time instead of wheelchairs, they brought a cart, just like a golf cart. We all piled on the golf cart. We're speeding through the airport with one lady yelling, "Look out! Look!" And the driver's like weaving in and out. And lo and behold, to our imagination, there is this gentleman running beside us. He said, "Are you going to Victoria?" We went, "Yes. Can I hop on?" And he hopped on. Now there's 6 women, a driver, and a gentleman racing through the Houston airport. We get to the gate. Now, is our plane still there? It was. Amazingly, what happened is we ran down that gangplank. They had the doors open with the stewardess going. He then picked up the microphone and said, "They're here." We all piled in, found our seats. The gentleman went and sat beside his wife, who was glaring at him like, "Where?" Apparently he went sightseeing and almost missed his flight. However, we persisted. We got on that plane. We all breathed a sigh of relief because we had to go next to Seattle. It was not eventful in Seattle. We got off, it was snowing in Seattle. We got down the shuttle, got our van, and then drove all the way back to Victoria. What did I learn about this? Don't steal sand from another country. They might think it's something else. Always, always check your flights. Ensure you have plenty of time. Unless you want the adventure of racing through an airport. And thirdly, when you're having a week's relaxation, don't be stressed out coming home, because reality will hit the minute you get off that plane. Mr. Toastmaster.